Hello everyone, welcome to Yarn Wonders. Today is day 17 of the 21 day granny square series. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to crochet this classic granny square pattern. Usually in all the past granny square patterns that I've shown, we crochet into the chain spaces. In this pattern, we crochet into the stitches. So this gives a nice solid pattern. This is also a scalable pattern and there is no change in pattern to even if you make a bigger size. Okay. So I have attached a video in the description box which explains the difference between a granny square and how to make your own granny square pattern. Okay. So now let's get right into the video. To make this granny square, I am using a lightweight yarn and a 2.5 mm crochet hook. Just like any other granny square, this granny square also starts with a magic circle. You can also crochet a few chains, making a loop and then working into the loop. But I always prefer to crochet with a magic circle because there is no gap in the middle of the granny square. I am starting with a chain 3 and 2 double crochet stitches. Okay, so this forms the first 3 double crochet cluster. Now I'm going to chain 2, creating a corner. So this first row is very similar to the basic granny squares pattern that I have shown on day 1 of the series. So the first row is the same. You're just going to crochet 4 3 double crochet clusters separated by a chain 2, forming 4 corners of a square. So I've done 4 3 double crochet clusters and now I've closed the magic circle. Okay, and now instead of a chain 2 and a slip stitch, I'm going to crochet a half double crochet on top of the chain 3 here. Okay, if you can see, this is the chain 3 and I'm just crocheting a half double crochet into this chain 3. This helps me to start from the middle of the chain rather from the one side of the chain. Now we are going to make the next corner. So in this pattern, the corner stitch alone is different and the side stitches are different. Okay, so the corner stitches you'll be crocheting into the chain space, while the side stitches you'll be crocheting on top of the other stitches. Okay, so I have started with the chain 3, 1 double crochet. Now I'm going to chain 2, making a corner, and I'm crocheting 2 more double crochets into the chain 2 space. Okay, so this will be the corner stitch on every single row. Now we are going to start the side stitches. So here we have 1 2 and 3 double crochet. So on top of this double crochet I'm going to make 1 double crochet, and on top of the next double crochet I'm making another double crochet again. And now we are back at the chain 2 space. Into the chain 2 space you'll be making 2 double crochets, chain 2 and 2 double crochets. So this is the corner stitch. In every row this will be the corner stitch. Now again crochet into the sides, that is making 3 double crochets on top of the double crochet stitches. Okay, now again we are back at the chain 2 space. I'm making a corner stitch here, that is 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet. Again we are at the side cluster and we'll be crocheting on top of these stitches. So this kind of gives a nice solid look to the granny square. So I've completed this row. Now I'm going to slip stitch on top of the chain 3 here, and I'm going to start the next row. Again I'm going to chain 3, and so this is the 2 stitches from the previous row. On top of these stitches also I'm going to make double crochets. So on top of this stitch is the chain 3, so I'm going into the next space here, that is the next double crochet, and I'm making one more double crochet. Now I'm at the chain 2 space. Into the chain 2 space we are making the corner stitch, that is 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet. So this is how the size of the square increases. So in the next row we'll be crocheting on top of these 2 stitches as well, and we'll be making 4 stitches into this space. So this is how the pattern grows. So every row the number of double crochets between the corner stitches will keep increasing, and thus increasing the size of the granny square. Okay. So yeah. So this is going to be the pattern throughout the row, that is in between the 2 chain 2 spaces you are going to crochet on top of the double crochet stitches, and when you get to the chain 2 space you will be crocheting 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet. So I'm going to finish this and I'll meet you back at the end of the row. Here we are at the end of the row 3, and I have completed all the stitches. Now I am going to slip stitch on top of the chain 3 that we did at the start of the row. Chain 1 and snip out the yarn. So you can see this is our granny square. Okay. So do try out this pattern, and this is day 17 of the 21-day granny square, and there are a lot of other granny square patterns as well. Granny squares, as you know, are a very versatile pattern. You can make anything from a blanket to a pouch using granny squares. If you do make a product out of any of these granny square patterns, tag me on Instagram at Soumya_yarn_wonders. I would love to see your creations. Also, if you have any doubt, please leave it in the comment section below, and subscribe to Yarn Wonders for more videos. Thank you.